Hello everyone, welcome to Code with Laya. I'm going to start a series of classes of data structures and algorithms in this channel. So, before jumping into the main concepts of data structures and algorithms, I want you to know basic terminologies and basic concepts you have to know before learning data structures and algorithms. So, my first concept is data. What is meant by data? Data is nothing but a raw fact. Something is existing, but you don't know why it is used or why it is being mentioned. Say for example, I have given you something like 95, 100 or like 72. You know that these are numbers, okay? But you don't know what is the main purpose of using these numbers or what is the purpose of me writing these numbers over here. So, this is called a raw fact. Or say for example, I am trying to cook, okay? So, I'm trying to make some biryani or something. So, what ingredients do I need? I need rice, okay? And I need some spices, etc. Okay? So, you need all this. But if I'm not going to mention the purpose, you don't know why they are being used. I'm using rice. I don't know what kind of rice. No, you don't know what kind of rice I'll be making with this rice. Okay, I might do some tiger rice or something. I might do some biryani or I can do some sambar rice or something. Okay, so this actually has a meaning, but this is just a raw fact. You won't directly apply it in the real life. Okay, after this we have information. Information is nothing but process data. When this above data is being processed and given to you, that is called as information. Say for example, I've considered 95. These are, I've mentioned marks of a student. You do get an understanding of the information. You have used different raw facts. Marks is a raw fact and 95 is a raw fact. After processing that, this 95 is the marks of some student. Okay. This is called as information. And what is meant by knowledge? See, I am getting my knowledge from the information I have gained. If I apply my information in the real life, then it is called as knowledge. Say for example, I have written marks and 95 over here. Did I mention you which subject marks are those? Say for example, a student who has written DS and his name, a student named Laya passed exam with marks 95. Okay, this processed information is applied in the real life, then it is called as knowledge. I hope you understand what is the main difference between data, information and knowledge. And now coming to the data structures and algorithms concept, you have to know what are these terminologies. You know what is data and what is the structure. Structure means something in an order, right? Okay. And the most important concept of programming, that is data structures. What is meant by data structures? A way of organizing and storing data efficiently so that we can use it easily and it can be used for fast retrieval. Okay. We can use it for fast retrieval of the data. Okay, this is the actual definition for data structures. And why do we need data structures in our real life? So, let me tell you a real-time example. Say, for example, you enter your computer lab. Okay, everyone goes to the computer lab. So, there will be few racks for footwear. You know, you have few racks for storing your footwear. Okay, I've kept my footwear in the correct order. After that, there is another person, he did not put his footwear in an order. One chappal is over here, one chappal is somewhere itself. Okay, after completion of the lab, you came out. Okay, I also came out. I found my chappals, I took my chappals and went out. The second person, he found it difficult because his data is not organized in a manner. He packed one of his footwear at first location and one footwear at somewhere else. Okay, so it is not possible for him to access data easily. So this is what we do in the computers also. We have vast amount of data. Okay, suppose you have your mobile. You use Instagram daily, okay? You have a lot of feed in your mobile. You keep on scrolling, you will be getting some reels, videos, posts, everything, okay? You will get this data. So it's so hard to handle this data, right? So for simple footwear only, you have to, organize the data and put them in order so that you can access that easily and go out faster, right? So in computers also, you have to use many methods to organize or structure the data in a given order. So that what is the use of this data structures? I can access my data easily, right? Say, for example, you have your mobile, okay? You try to, take pictures in the Snapchat, okay? Then where will that be saved? There is a folder named Snapchat in my mobile. So all my Snapchat pictures which I'm trying to save will be stored in that Snapchat, right? Otherwise, say for example, I'm trying to take a video in the camera. Now I will find all my camera data in the camera folder itself, right? What happens if I have 10,000 or 20,000 pictures in my mobile and they are not stored in an order? You will find it difficult to organize them, right? How much time will that take to organize all the elements? So that is the reason why you use data structures. Okay.